Okay, so that's the Lord putting that spirit out there. Okay, so come on, right?
This dude's basically talking about depopulation, man. Okay, right? And you already know they're talking about it because, guess what? They deleted all of Bill Gates' old TikToks. Okay, they deleted all of them. Okay, the dude went into everything. Right? He basically predicted it. I believe the TikToks were from 2017 to 2019 or 2020. Okay, they deleted all of them. Okay, they deleted all of them, man. You think it was a coincidence he started talking about that? No, man, he did that on purpose. Okay, you don't think they want to come out and straight out tell you, oh yeah, we're trying to kill you? You don't think they don't want to do that? If they do that, you guys are gonna buck up. You guys are gonna do, their whole plan's gonna fall through. Okay, right? So, man, they're gonna, like, man, I'm telling you, these people are basically crazy. Okay, because they think that one day they're just gonna come out and basically start telling you all this stuff, man. All right, they're gonna tell you, leading up to those chain of reaction of events, man. Okay, everything's gonna happen simultaneously, and certain events are gonna trigger other events, man. Okay, right? And basically, what Sophia Stewart was basically talking about was the shoot, man. This is, man, I'm telling you, man, it's a spirit, because she was basically talking about when she was back in school. This was back in the 90s that she was talking about this, right? So she was basically talking about how the world is basically going to become digital. You know what I mean? It's going to basically become digital, and basically the big corporations like Disney, Fox, man, she was naming all of them, man. Warner Bros. Okay, that's these people don't realize is that a lot of these big corporations, they own the little corporations, like little businesses. Okay, you have CNN. Okay, it's owned by, it's all like a pyramid scheme. Okay, of what owns. Okay, and it gives you how much they're worth. These big corporations are worth billions, trillions, man, it's crazy. Okay, right? So that's what it is, man. Okay, your big time television shows, you don't realize that. I'll give you examples. I'll just give you like an example, like WWE. All right, and I'm just giving you an example. Okay, I'm not telling you that it actually is, but I'll give you an example. A company like WWE, okay, will own smaller corporations like news channels. You know what I'm saying? And that allows them to push a certain narrative. And that's basically Esau. Okay, the Lord gave Esau the power to do that. Okay, the Lord gave Esau the power to do that. Okay, and that basically allows him to, you know, control, put out a certain image, you know, all right, deceive you. Okay, that's what the Lord gave him the power to do. Okay, all right, man. So let's continue with this article. I want to read a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna, you know, talk more about that. Okay, so it says humanity will move most industry into space. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. Really, what they're trying to do is escape judgment. That's what they're trying to do, man. Okay, because the Lord has restricted Esau, basically in a boundary. Okay, right? And really, we're going to be the only ones to go out into space, explore, do those things, because Esau hasn't given the privilege to that. Okay, his basically, I'll say his captivity. Yeah, that makes more sense. His captivity or his bounds or measures is only limited by Yahawashi. Okay, Yahawashi is only given a certain amount of power, okay, and glory that he can, you know, basically use. Okay, and that's basically all coming to an end, because you can see that society is collapsing around you. Okay, and that's Esau's power crumbling. Okay, right. Let's continue. It says, a select few remain on our planet. Okay, and I forgot, I found a clip that I wanted to basically re-upload a couple of weeks back. So when I was talking about how they're basically talking about how basically when I went into Brave New World, okay, how they want to have classification of people, and basically they only want to keep the people that are useful to society or contribute to society. So if you're no use, you know, you're on government benefits, okay, which, come on, man, you already know who that is. That's Jake, okay, which actually a non-common narrative is that Esau is actually a lot on those government benefits as well. Okay, and that's why Esau has realized basically that he's gonna have to sacrifice a lot of his own people. Okay, he's gonna have to sacrifice a lot of his own people because they don't live up to a certain standard, man. Okay, and that's basically Esau having that control over you. Okay, if you don't live up to his standards, he wants to get rid of you. You know, and who's commonly known as that? It's Jake, man, because Jake is at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay, a lot of Jakes, right? A lot of Jakes are bottom feeders. They're doing these highly dangerous jobs, okay, right? These low maintenance jobs that keep society running and going. That's like we said, if we were to take Jake off this planet and put Jake on another planet, okay, guess what would happen? This whole society would crumble and crash. Okay, so let's keep going, man. Okay, it's just commonly known, man. Don't be ignorant. Okay, it's talking about you Jakes. Okay? And that's where you Jake. You think, oh, you're on the same scale as Esau, or you want to be on the same level. You'll never amount to the same level as Esau. Okay, go check that sit down I did. I think it was last week, basically where it said you weren't made to make it on this side. You were never made to make it on this side. Okay? Never. Okay? You were never made to make it on this side because you're in captivity, man. Okay? And that's basically gonna go into tie into what I'm gonna talk about in a bit. Okay? Jake thinks you're gonna make it on this side, man. You have an exception to the rule. The Lord may give a little handout to Jake. Alright, they're a little millionaire or whatever, but it's not gonna nothing amount to what Esau is. And those riches don't mean nothing because it's fake. It's a fake fantasy, man. It's a fake reality, man. Okay? It's a fake reality. You know what it takes for them just to reach those what is it called? Those riches, obtain those riches, that glory. Okay? It's all vain, man. It's all vain. Alright? Now let's keep going. Okay? Esau's talking about going into space because he wants to escape judgment. Alright? It says was turned into a natural resort according to the self-funded. Alright, let's get that. It says Amazon billionaire enthusiast shared his predictions, which these aren't predictions, it's actually reality. They're actually trying to do that. Okay? They want to do the things that they put in the movies. Time travel, going to space, hypersonic, them going to hypersonic waves, be able to go here. Okay? Right? Because they said that, you know, if you even were to travel in space or whatever, it would take thousands of years just to get from one place to another, you know? Right? Going from one star to another, one planet to another, would take thousands of years, which that's probably true. Okay? Take your whole lifetime just to get, you know? Man, it's crazy. But anyways, it says, for what human civilization will look like in the future, with him personally helping to bring that, you see? So they're all in cahoots. Okay? Jeff Bezos, what's his name? Elon Musk. Okay, Jeff Bezos. You don't think they're all trying to combine their, basically their funds and push a certain future? Okay? You don't think they're trying to push for the MOB? Okay? You don't think they're trying to push to have complete control over you? You don't think they're trying to do that? Okay? You gotta use your head, man. Okay? That's why these people are lost. They're putting on these certain distractions, trying to blind you from prophecy, which is all the Lord anyways. Okay? Because the Lord is spewing out what he doesn't want. Right? So he's gonna keep those certain people distracted. Right? So let's keep going. It says, let's jump down. It says he expects a vast credential space colonies, okay, spinning to create an artificial gravity for millions of residents to take over, right? Which those are for the higher class elites. Don't think that's for you. If they were ever to accomplish that type of society, it would never be for you. Okay? And if Jake wanted to be basically within that echelon, okay, you would have to sell out. You'd have to sell out to a certain degree to get to that level. Okay? Right? I forgot what movie, basically that movie basically talked about it. It's on Netflix actually. Oh, man, I gotta find that movie, man. And basically, they kept all the low bottom feeders. The movie was basically about that, man. Okay? What happened in the movie was all the elite people, okay, were all in space. They lived on one planet. It was like a big artificial planet, okay, right? And the only way you'd have to have a certain amount like of wealth or funds to basically get up to that echelon of people, okay? And all the bottom feeders at the bottom, they had no health care. They had processed foods, all those things. All the people that were at the top, they had everything, man, everything. They had wealth, okay? They had money. They had non-processed foods. They had health care, okay? All those things, okay? And basically what about the movie was a boy and a girl. They basically grew up together, and her daughter was sick, right? Her daughter was sick and needed health care, and she was basically a bottom feeder, okay? And basically the dude, he was trying to get the girl, her daughter, to the health care, you know, basically up to the high class society, okay? And that's basically what the movie is about. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but that's basically what the movie is about, and basically what Jeff Bezos is talking about right here. Okay? I've been telling you, man, they put it in the movies. They put it in the movies, man. Okay? It says Earth will be turned into a natural reserve with restricted access. Restricted access, man. You know what that means? That means that they control what you take, what you get. Okay? And that ties into an MOB. That's basically the start of that society, man. Okay? They want to control everything, man. And that's what basically Sophia Stewart was talking about. She was basically talking about how nothing's going to be paper no more. Nothing's going to be, physical. It's all going to be digital. Okay, and she wrote that in the books. Okay, now let's pause the article, man. Okay, because I want to get some scriptures here too. Okay, basically what she was talking about was these big corporations are gonna have to take control. Okay, they're gonna push a certain narrative. Okay, and basically what she was talking about virtual reality back from the 90s, man. Okay, she was talking about virtual reality back from the 90s. Okay, basically we have access to everything in your home. Okay, and that's what Black Mirror was talking about. You can exercise in your home. You can watch movies from your home. Okay, she said basically everything else in society, like movie theaters, grocery stores, on-campus schools, all those things are going to be phased out, and you can do it through virtual reality. Okay, what do you think this whole thing is about? Okay, this bear bug, they're trying to push that narrative, man. Okay, they're trying to push that narrative, man. Okay, Esau's trying to push that narrative of virtual reality. He wants you to in a confined space where he can control you, know where you're at all times. He wants to embed you with that damn progma, aka the chip. Okay, so he can track you. Okay, and what she was talking about, man, this was crazy too. She was basically talking about how when you go through the airports, they're gonna scan your whole body. They can tell you have vaccines. Okay, and they can identify you not through your face, because you can change your face or whatever, right? They can identify you through your bone structure, your bone marrow structure, man. Okay, they can identify you through your bone marrow structure, man. So when you go through the airports and everything, that's how they identify you. Okay, they identify you through the chip in the bone marrow structure when you walk through the X-ray. You know how you walk through the metal detector? Okay, so that's what she was basically talking about. Everything's being replaced through virtual reality, and that's what she wrote the books. Right? Basically, the machinery was representing the beast system. Okay, right? It was representing the beast system, and that's what she was talking about. The Lord put the spirit on her, man. I'm telling you, the Lord put the spirit on her, man. All right, this is Revelations chapter 13 and verse 15. Now let's start at verse 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming down out of the earth," Esau. Okay, because Esau coming out of the earth represents him coming out of captivity. Okay, Esau being in the bottomless pits of the earth was basically him being in those caves. Okay, the Lord suppressed Esau, man. The reason why the Lord suppressed Esau is because he was going to bring him out. Okay, bring him out. Okay, and basically put him into power. Okay, that's what that was all about, right? It says, "And he had two horns like the lamb, and he spake as a dragon." Okay, yo, verse 12, it says, he had exercised all the power of the first beast. Right, Con? I must stop that clip.